Before we start today's video, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. Use code Ahsoka in all caps to get $7 off your order. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the vid.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're doing well, and in today's video we have some new insights and some new reveals about James Mangold and his upcoming Star Wars movie that is set to be announced in the Dawn of the Jedi era, an entirely new Star Wars era to the Star Wars franchise and canon, set roughly 25,000 years before any known Star Wars material, whether that is canon or legends.
Themselves, but for the time being we have some new reveals from James Mangold himself in some recent interviews. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We of course are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, kind of break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. If you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. It really helps the channel grow and lets you know when I upload new videos here almost daily. You'll get instant access to the newest Star Wars news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns right here. By subscribing to our channel, you're not just supporting the channel, you're joining a community of awesome other people who love a galaxy far, far away. Plus, hitting that bell icon will ensure that you never miss out on any of our videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you are liking it, and drop a comment down below to let me know what you guys may be thinking. I'd love to hear from you. That is all. Now, let's get back to the video.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from one of my favorites out there, StarWarsNewsNet.com, as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. James Mangold having, of course, been the director behind the 2017 Marvel Studios Logan movie with Wolverine, of course, and having recently just done the Bob Dylan biopic titled A Complete Unknown. James Mangold is on the thick of promoting his Bob Dylan biopic movie, A Complete Unknown, and I would honestly recommend the movie, but the director is also in the weeds of cracking the code for his upcoming Star Wars movie, writing the drafts, what's the lore behind it, and everything of that nature. Well, first things first, of this headline in itself is James Mangold is just simply not interested in wanting to be quote-unquote handcuffed to Star Wars lore, and it was something that he really just wants to branch off with and to explore on his own as well. Because when you look at the Star Wars canon and you look at the Star Wars franchise, there are very minute and specific details of what you may be able to include in a given project. For example, it's not like you can have, I don't know, Han Solo pop up in Attack of the Clones. You really can't necessarily have that. It's something that just doesn't canonically make sense. Or General Grievous showing up, I don't know, in The Rise of Skywalker. It's just one of those things that just doesn't make sense. However, for those of you that may be concerned with how some of the writing and the actual scripting may be going for the upcoming Dawn of the Jedi movie, it's in great hands. Not good hands, great hands. James Mangold and the Andor writer, B.O. William, are currently working on a script for the film set in the Dawn of the Jedi era, roughly 25,000 years before known Star Wars material, whether that's legend or canon. The duo are reportedly close to finishing up a draft of that script. You have the writer of Andor, one of the writers of Andor, working on this show, or this movie. I mean, come on. Okay, come on. It's going to be great. MovieWeb.com recently brought the subject up with Mangold in a recent interview. He had said that his goal is to create something new and original, adding why setting the film so far back in the timeline just makes things easier. And of course it does. There's nothing that you can really intercept with, as I had mentioned. You know, smaller, minute details like having a certain character pop up or having a certain, I don't know, faction or something like that, a reference to that. And you're still able to have Easter eggs and references like that. It's just something that you're not able to dive more so deeply into when it comes to, you know, world building and the whole lore aspect of those things in there as well. He says all of this here in quotes. Part of the reason as to why the Star Wars movie would be taking place 25,000 years before any known Star Wars movies take place is because it's an area, and a playground that I've always wanted to explore, and that I was inspired by as a teenager. But also, I'm not that interested in being handcuffed by so much lore at this point that it's almost immovable, and you can't please anybody. Ending that quote right there. And it's very true. It comes with a lot of roadblocks when it comes to writing in a current Star Wars canon, like something that takes place more closely relevant to the Skywalker saga. I mean, for example, you take the Acolyte, for example. It's one of those things that wasn't necessarily set within the Skywalker saga, much rather 100 years before, and even then, it felt like that was just too close to any current Star Wars canon and still made Star Wars fans upset. They tried to come up with some of their own canon and some of their new ways of doing things, and that's something that still upset fans to the canon. So when you have something like the Dawn of the Jedi movie that's set 25,000 years, you know, into the past, and you bring up new subjects, you know, kind of like the Acolyte did, I'm very curious to see how the fans may react to that. Let me know what you may think about that in the comments down below. Another part of the conversation and interview was about his his approach to IP storytelling, of Star Wars specifically, of course. James Mangold isn't new to this playground, previously directing films like Logan from 2017 and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny recently, where he actually worked for Lucasfilm, of course, too. And while it may seem like and nobody can agree on the one proper way to tell a story, especially within a given IP and pre-established franchise with pre-established world building lore, Mangold says that he goes about it the same way that he does and would on a small budget film, saying that then there, in quote, "Success is never guaranteed, but the reality is that the way to get most people to agree is to move them, to, somehow find the humanity in a situation. Whether it's a mega franchise or a smaller dramatic movie, whatever they are, usually the movies you remember are the ones that move you, the ones that leave you cold, even if they're clever, even if they're spectacular, even if they're dazzling, somehow just become, replaced by the next dazzling object a year later. It's the feelings, it's the feels, right? That truly defines how you feel about these movies and whether we care to revisit them later on again. And that quote right there, that in itself gets me excited. I mean, he's just thinking about it so deeply and onto another level of like, I want to make a script, I want to make a story that's going to move you in the sense and the way of that maybe some of the classic original Star Wars movies did so, like the original trilogy with A New Hope, moving the fans, moving the people, moving the viewers and the audiences, of course, with that leading up to the events of Empire Strikes Back and into Return of the Jedi, and even everything that goes on in the prequel trilogy, for crying out loud. That's something of itself that completely just moves you at the end of the day, especially building up to Revenge of the Sith and the way it's just like a clicks moment and it's like, oh crap, that's how Darth Vader is made, kind of situation there. Let me know what you guys all think in the comments down below. I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Star Wars fans. If you're passionate about all things of a galaxy far, far away, whether it's the movies, TV shows, legends, or deep dives into more Star Wars lore, you've come to the right place. We're here to talk about everything from the rise of the Jedi to the fall of the Empire and so much more. We break down your favorite characters, unpack hidden Easter eggs, and give you our predictions for the next big adventure in the Star Wars universe. And whether you're a Padawan or a seasoned Jedi Master, we've got something for you. And if you want to take your Star Wars fandom to the next level, make sure to check out our online merch shop linked in the description down below. We've also got a couple of codes for you guys to get some cash off, so definitely use those. But we offer anything from t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and so much more, so check those out. You'll also find a couple of affiliate links down there as well. At no additional cost, you can support the channel. So check out our links in the description down below. Don't also forget to follow us on our social medias as well for even more Star Wars content. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook, and bringing you all of the latest updates, behind the scenes sneak peeks, and all of the Star Wars fun that you can handle. All linked in the description down below. And thanks so much for being a part of the Star Wars family. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates and videos here on the channel. Remember to never stop exploring the galaxy, and may the Force be with you always. Peace out.